So this is the Alexa app, and you can see that there were. I'm not talking to you now. This is it detected that there's a new camera that's connected, and does it show cameras? So now it sees that there's the kitchen cam over there. All the other two cameras are configured to be outside, and this thing hasn't been configured to be anywhere on at least on this app. I guess here we go to kitchen, and then we can edit the kitchen. We can add cam. Hit save. Kitchen is ready. This kitchen is updated. And then if we go back here and then we look at our cameras, we can see that in the kitchen there's a camera. Yeah, now you can see, click on this. And the nice thing about this is we have this option here to announce if it detects a person. So we can do that. Now, it wouldn't make sense in this case because it'll be pointing inside, for the kitchen, and there's going to be a person there all the time. So I don't want it to be spamming me with, person detection notification. But you can do that here. You can also detect the more general motion announcement if you want to. Okay. What you also need to do is to add a skill. So look for Tapo, and then add this in settings. Yeah, I already linked it up, but if this is the first time, then you're gonna have to link it, and it'll ask you for your Tapo credentials, and yeah, and so that adds additional skills to this app. I don't want to say its name again. Also, out of the skill, what you can also do is set up a routine for this camera. So let's say we want a routine that gets triggered when the kitchen camera detects a person. So to do that, what you could do is set when this happens, smart home, and then kitchen cam. And then when the kitchen cam detects a person, save it, and what it also does is changes the name or sets the name to kitchen cam detects a person, so you don't have to type it. So it's pretty convenient. And then you can decide when this routine happens. So after midnight, you assume everyone's sleeping, and so so you want it to detect and do something after midnight. So you could do that here from between AM to let's say 6 AM. So from 12 AM to 6 AM, this routine is gonna be activated. And then when it is active, it detects a person within the time range. You can set what it does. So there's multiple options. You can have it this app say something. You can say someone in the kitchen, something like that. You can say that. Although you have to it will, since I set it up on this phone, it will say it on this phone. You can, well, there's a bunch of options here, right? You can also affect another smart device. So you can turn on a switch. You can turn on the light. You can turn on the TV for some reason, but yeah, it's a bunch of things. Or washer. What does it? You can turn on your washing machine for some reason, but yeah, and so you can do all that. And actually, let's go back out here because I do have one set up already. So for this particular action called front cam detects a person, which is triggered by the front cam detecting a person. Makes sense, doesn't it? It will do all these four things. It will announce someone at the door. It will send a notification to any of the device connected to this application, trying to avoid saying her name. And then it will actually say someone at the door. Can't remember which device does it, but it's one of the devices, not all devices. And then it will turn on the light near the door. It's actually a switch. It's a smart switch. So power is on, and so we'll do that. They just call it entry lights, but it's actually a switch. And then you can keep adding additional action for it to do when that thing is triggered. So it's very neat. I was never able to do this until recently. So something changed. Tapo or TP-Link changed the firmware, gave it a lot more functionality, and it's a much more complete product, to say the least. I'm still debating whether or not I need the subscription so that you can record your your videos on the cloud as opposed locally. So if someone yanked this out, steals it, and then robs your house, you still have video, and you can go to the cops with the videos and access it from the cloud. If right now the SD card is here, yanks it, and then robs your house, and yeah, you get nothing. Anyways, so it's very nice. So that's this app's functionality with this. And one more thing about Alexa, you can also show it the video feed from the camera to Alexa, provided that device itself has a screen. So in this case, I have the Fire TV here, and I can just press this button, show kitchen cam.
Okay.
Okay, so anyways, now it's showing the kitchen cam on the TV. Now you can also minimize it, so there you go, and you can see that in the corner over there, and then you can use Fire TV to do something else. So that's pretty neat. And when I said show kitchen cam, since I'm speaking directly to this device, you don't have to specify to which device you want it to show. But if you want to, you can tell it to show somewhere else. So this is now Google Home, and where's the cameras? You can see the new camera here. It just says Tapo name. So let's just rename that to Kitchen Cam. Say. And then we can add it to my home. I don't want to show my address, obviously. And yeah, so move the device to a location. So in this case, it's in the kitchen. And yeah, so it's saying that it can't be viewed on this device, which is weird because there's a screen here, but obviously they want you to buy a Google device that has a screen. Anyways, so it should be set up now, and then we go to our kitchen. We have a few devices here. We have the kitchen speaker, and then the kitchen cam, and the refrigerator. So we can click on it, but it doesn't really do much once you add it here. So if we look at our routines, and let's try to add a new routine, just like on the other app, household, and the starter, or action, which is called in the other device. So in this case, when a device does something, so that's probably the closest thing that we can use, because when I say something to the assistant, nope. When at a specific time, nope. At sunrise or sunset, nope. So let's do this. Yeah, so there's nothing. Smart clock, speakers, switches, thermostat. So they don't have a way to listen for any kind of detection, human or otherwise. So you can't trigger a routine on this assistant using the camera. You can do other things, like when the lights turn on or off, whatever, when the thermostat does something, and so on and so forth. So that's a bummer. So, and this is why I have both assistant. I mean, it would be nice if you can stick to one, but what you can do is tell it to show um, to stream the device on another Google device. So, hey Google, show kitchen cam on living room TV.
Okay, streaming kitchen cam on living room TV.
All right, so that's how you set up Google Home and Alexa with this camera, and it really does make the camera far more useful. And so on the next video, we'll check out the actual performance and the video quality of the camera. So yeah, hopefully you guys come back for that. Bye for now.